Hey there, Bridget here. Today I'm going to talk about our ancestors and healing that occurs within our ancestral lineages. When we think about healing, we're often thinking about physical healing, emotional healing. We think about things that get stuck. We think about things that need to move. We think about things that fall out of balance. And one of the things that I've really learned to appreciate about the shamanic practice and the shamanic healing that I do is that we take into consideration energy that goes beyond the physical here and now as it relates to what a person needs for a healing process that they're doing now. And I learned what I'm about to share through my teachers, Becky and Crow, and also through years of shamanic healing work that comes through me for the people I work with that has to do with ancestral trauma, ancestral struggle, ancestral support that comes through when it's needed. And so when we are in need of some sort of healing process or going through a transformation, it is often that the situation or event that is affecting us, perhaps it's held inside of us, perhaps it's in our DNA, or it's affecting us on a deep, deep level, comes from a spot, a time, an event, a situation that didn't take place in this lifetime. It took place in another lifetime, or more specifically, in another generation of our people. Sometimes there are traumas that happen, or big events that happen, that come on down the line and affect us. And we don't realize that they're affecting us because our everyday point of view does not include the bird's eye view. It does not include or incorporate the understanding of our ancestors in our healing process. And in the shamanic worldview, the ancestors are part of us. And so what has happened to them, their struggles, their celebrations, their winnings, all of that gets delivered into us and can come through. It can affect us. Sometimes if there's a genocide or a trauma, it can do what I refer to as put a kink in the line, and it comes out as a hiccup, comes out through us as a hiccup that calls our attention, and then we have the opportunity to give it the attention that it needs, to do some healing work around the situation, and it not only helps us, but it helps the generations going backwards, and it helps the generations going forward. I'll give you an example. One of my clients, a nurse who lives on the East Coast, she came to me for experiencing depression and just feeling lost and disconnected. And Spirit had me do a variety of practices with her. And in one session, Spirit had me go back to a concentration camp where one of her ancestors was suffering and being hurt. And Spirit had me connect with her and do some healing work on her. And Spirit gave me something very specific to bring back for this woman. When I did that work with the help of my allies, and I brought back this gift that I was told to bring back, she had a weight that was lifted off of her. She completely identified with the information that was given, and there was an energy shift for her that happened. Because when we go back in the lineage and do healing work, because there really is no time, everything is cyclical, nothing is linear. When we go to the past and heal something, it ripples through and affects the present as well as the future. So doing work around or working in our ancestry to do healing work can be really powerful, can be really profound, and it helps everyone. And we're seeing that a lot right now. there's a big surge in interest and practice of shamanic-oriented spiritual material, I guess we'll say. And so within that, there's an understanding and an acknowledgement that the ancestors are important. They need to be honored and worked with. And once we know how to create ceremonies and talk to spirit, we can talk to our ancestors, we can talk to spirit, we can find out what needs to be healed or ask for help to make right things that have been wrong. When there's been genocides or traumas that have happened to our ancestors, we can be a part of healing that trauma so that the collective, all humans on the earth, can clear and move through the old stuff that comes through our DNA and is still affecting us today. And so there's probably stuff in all of our lineages that affect us. It's passed on from our recent ancestors or not so recent ancestors onto us. If you want to ask about that, or if there's something specific you would like insight on, you can talk to your guides and your allies and ask them to give you insight into how you might heal or what healing might need to occur in your lineage. If you have a trauma that you know of that your people endured, however big or small, you can ask spirit, your guides and your allies for advice on how to heal that in this time and in this space and with the tools that you have. So that's what I wanted to share with you about healing ancestors and our lineages. And I know this probably brings up all sorts of questions. I'm happy to answer them. When you're done watching this video, hop on over into the group and let me know how it lands. Let me know if you feel or know of anything in your lineage that might need some prayers, that might need some healing, that you might be able to help with in this day and time. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.